This is the story of a minister of the Chinese state. The minister was intelligent and clever, but he also had many responsibilities. He had to coordinate with the general and ministers. The minister was always under pressure for some reason or the other. His nature became irritable, due to which the minister often started getting upset. One day, the minister's wife told him that I have received news that many saints have arrived in the nearby city, and he solves the problems of the people in a very simple and practical way. You must meet him. You will definitely get help. After listening to his wife, the minister silently traveled a long way and reached the fakir and said that Sant, my restlessness has been increasing for the last few days. I cannot control myself. I get angry over small things. You teach me how to control my mind. The saint listened to the minister carefully and said with a smile that you seem to be intelligent. That is why you are talking about controlling your mind. You should rest for some time and meet me in the evening. After the minister left, the saint did a strange thing. He told his disciple that when the minister comes in the evening, you should climb on the roof and stand with a garbage basket in one hand and throw garbage on the minister just before he comes in. When the minister says anything, say these two words to him. The day has passed, it is evening. The minister, wearing beautiful white clothes, started coming in. As soon as the disciple started throwing the garbage basket on the minister's clean clothes were filled with dust. The garbage entered through his throat and started biting his whole body. The minister stared at the disciple and said, you also know that I, who is the chief minister of this state, and you threw garbage on me without looking? The disciple laughed and said those two words, garbage inside, garbage outside. He said this and started acting like a cleaner. The minister found it very strange. He did not even understand these two lines. The minister came to the saint and said, you have given your disciple the wrong education. He does not do his work properly. He makes mistakes and laughs at you. Hearing this, the saint also started laughing and said, garbage inside, garbage outside. The minister asked in surprise what this meant. Your disciple had also said the same thing. The saint started laughing even harder at the minister's question. The minister became embarrassed. He thought that I considered myself very knowledgeable, but perhaps I asked the fakir a very simple question. The saint said, no problem, you will find the answer to this question yourself. When you get the answer, come back to me. The minister returned to his house and started thinking about those two lines again and again. Then one day, when he was walking in his garden, he saw something strange. There was a withered and weak tree standing among the green trees. The minister was a little surprised that soil, water, air, everything was the same, but why was this single tree drying up? The minister went near the tree and looked closely, and suddenly a smile came on his face. The minister was happy and immediately came to the saint's ashram. This time, the disciple threw garbage on him again, but this time the minister said, it doesn't matter, garbage inside and garbage outside. Saying this, he laughed and reached the fakir. The saint saw that garbage had fallen on the minister, but this time he was coming laughing. He immediately said, today you have come to know the secret, minister. Tell me what you understood. The minister said, when I went near a weak and withered tree among the lush green trees, I saw that its roots were infected with a bacterial disease. Seeing that it was burning it from within, I immediately understood that the real problem was within. Similarly, if a person has garbage in his mind, that is, tension, then everything will seem worse to him than it should be, and everything will bother him more. The minister said, I want to empty the garbage of my mind forever. Now what should I do next? The saint smiled and said, this garbage should be emptied little by little, and how to do it. For this, understand the first thing, that whatever you want to get is always connected to you. Whatever is appearing, seeing, and feeling to you is all part of the infinite universe. You can say that everything in this entire universe is connected to you. When you understand this, you will realize that whatever I want to do, whatever I want to get, is also connected to me. Further, you start to understand that the entire universe is interconnected. Then you also start to understand that everything is flowing in a flow. Things are happening automatically at the right time. This flow is the power of the universe. This flow can be felt with a calm mind, the saint said. For this, we have to give up the habit of controlling everything. Pride holds on to the past, holds on to the ego. It seems that all the troubles are on my head. We try to control everything. We think that it is not like this, but it should be like this. Every problem should be solved right now. That is why there is a lot of tension in our mind. When things even slightly go out of your control, you react immediately. The mind's tension comes out. Due to this tension, we are not able to see the flow of the universe and are not able to do what we should do at this moment. Then the minister asked, "Should I not do anything?" The saint said, "You cannot leave your karma. You cannot be inactive. Whatever events or things are appearing before you in a state of affairs, let them unfold and then make a conscious decision to live in this present moment. Here, your intelligent body will do the right thing on its own." The saint said, "Be humble. The present moment is the flow of the universe. At this moment, all the karma is happening. Nothing else is under my control. This is humility." The minister said, "Saint, but it is very difficult to do this moment by moment." The saint says, "Learn to trust the present moment. It is like swimming on water. In the beginning, we beat our hands and feet a lot to avoid drowning. We exert strength, but with practice, we understand that the water is pushing us upwards on its own. We just need to balance ourselves. We need to trust ourselves." Similarly, when you bring yourself to the present moment again and again, then you realize that the present moment is the flow of the universe. That minister left us with this: if we clear the garbage of stress and worries from our minds, then we can be truly happy. It is also very important to clear the garbage inside, such as anger, jealousy, hatred, and bad thoughts. From this story, we understand how we can live with humility and contentment in our lives. When we recognize the flow of the universe, we feel that everything happens at the right time. At the end of this journey, let's clear the garbage inside our minds and start a happy life.